What if I told you that in 2065, a mother discovered her perfect child was no longer human? Today we're going to explore this disturbing reality together, where the line between improvement and mutation became unrecognizable. The gentle sound of rain will accompany us on this journey through a future that might not be as distant as we think. Before we dive into this unsettling story, if you're enjoying this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And most importantly, comment below about what affected you most. Which part of the story left you most thoughtful? What theories do you have about this? Do you believe something like this could really happen? Now, dim the lights, feel the relaxing sound of rain, and let's begin tonight's journey together. You're standing in the waiting room of Genesis Medical Center in downtown Boston, watching proud parents cradle their newborns. The year is 2045, and you're witnessing what everyone calls the golden generation, the first wave of children born completely free from genetic diseases. The gentle patter of rain against the floor-to-ceiling windows creates a soothing backdrop to this seemingly perfect scene. But perfect is exactly the problem you haven't figured out yet. You work as a data analyst for the clinic, and something's been bothering you about these enhanced babies. They don't cry like normal infants. When they do make sounds, it's more like communication. Purposeful, coordinated. The nurses joke that it's like they're having conversations, but you've started recording the patterns, and they're too complex to be coincidental. Dr. Sarah Chen, the lead geneticist, shows you the latest enhancement package. We've eliminated Huntington's, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, and about 47 other genetic disorders, she says proudly, rain drumming softly in the background. These children will live longer, healthier lives than any generation before them. You nod, but you're thinking about yesterday's incident. 3 enhanced toddlers in the daycare center somehow coordinated to stack blocks in a pattern that took your engineering degree to recognize as a complex mathematical sequence. When you mentioned it to Dr. Chen, she laughed it off as advanced pattern recognition. The parents beam as they discuss their children's futures. Little Emma will never get cancer. Baby Marcus will have perfect vision and hearing. Tiny Sophia's immune system could probably fight off diseases that haven't even evolved yet. It's beautiful, really. The sound of gentle rain seems to bless these miracle children as they sleep peacefully in their parents' arms. But you've been analyzing the genetic modifications for months now, and there's something the parents don't know. Something even Dr. Chen might not fully understand. The enhancements aren't just removing bad genes. They're adding new ones. Genes that don't appear in any natural human genome. Genes that seem to be evolving on their own. You watch a 6-month-old enhanced baby named David track moving objects with precision that makes you uncomfortable. His eyes follow complex patterns with mathematical accuracy, and when he reaches for toys, his motor control is impossibly sophisticated for his age. His parents think he's just advanced. The rain continues its gentle rhythm as you review the files. Every enhanced child shows the same accelerated development. They're hitting milestones months ahead of schedule. Their brain scans show neural connections forming in patterns that don't match any textbook you've studied. They're just really smart kids, Dr. Chen tells you when you express concerns. Isn't that what every parent wants? But late at night, when the rain taps against your apartment window, you find yourself wondering if smart is the right word. Because intelligence is human. What you're seeing in these children feels like something else entirely. Something that might not need the rest of us anymore. The enhancement program started with the best intentions, just like every technological disaster in human history. Remove genetic diseases, boost immune systems, enhance cognitive function. What could go wrong? You're about to find out that the road to a new species is paved with good intentions, and the soft, persistent sound of rain washing away the old world. The time passes, and you now find yourself working directly for Gene Perfect Incorporated, the largest genetic enhancement corporation in North America. It's 2050, and what started as medical treatment has become a luxury market. The rain patters steadily against your office window on the 32nd floor, as you process applications from parents who want to design their children like they're customizing a car. The enhancement packages have evolved dramatically. Basic health protection costs $50,000. The Genius package runs $200,000. The Elite Bundle, enhanced intelligence, perfect physical attributes, extended lifespan, and disease immunity will set parents back $500,000. But there's a waiting list 3 years long. You review today's orders while listening to the soothing rain. The Johnsons want their daughter to have perfect pitch and enhanced mathematical abilities. The Garcias are paying extra for improved athletic performance and photographic memory. Mrs. Wellington, a tech billionaire, has ordered the premium package for twins. Enhanced everything, plus some experimental additions that aren't even approved yet. Business is booming, your supervisor Mark tells you, gesturing toward the rain-soaked city below. We're processing over 10,000 enhancement requests per month. Soon, having a natural child will be considered irresponsible. That word sits uncomfortably in your stomach. Irresponsible. As if bringing an unmodified human into the world is somehow cruel to the child. You've been tracking the data from the first enhanced generation, now 5 years old, and the patterns are undeniable. These children don't just excel at their programmed enhancements. They're developing capabilities that weren't included in their genetic modifications. They solve puzzles designed for adults. They communicate in ways that border on telepathic. They organize themselves into social structures that exclude natural children entirely. The rain creates a steady rhythm as you pull up the latest research. Dr. Martinez from the behavioral analysis team has documented something disturbing. Enhanced children show decreased empathy toward natural humans. Not cruelty exactly, but indifference. The same way you might feel about a less evolved species. It's probably just a phase, Dr. Chen assures you during your weekly briefing, the sound of rain providing ambient calm to her dismissive tone. Children often form exclusive groups. They'll grow out of it. But you've seen the playground footage. Enhanced children don't play with natural children. They study them. They observe natural kids the way young scientists might watch laboratory mice. With curiosity, but not identification. The corporate executives love these developments, of course. Enhanced children require specialized education, specialized nutrition, specialized everything. Each need creates a new market opportunity. Gene Perfect has expanded into enhanced schools, enhanced foods, even enhanced toys designed for their superior cognitive abilities. You wonder, as the rain continues its persistent drumming, what happens to a world where half the population is designed to be superior to the other half? The enhanced children are stronger, smarter, healthier, and increasingly separate. They gravitate toward each other with an intensity that seems almost magnetic. Your own daughter, natural and unenhanced, comes home from school with stories that make your chest tighten. The enhanced kids don't include her in their games anymore. They've developed their own activities, their own interests, their own language patterns that she can't follow. Maybe we should consider enhancement for her, your spouse suggests one rainy evening. The partial packages aren't too expensive, and she could still be mostly herself. Mostly herself. The phrase echoes in your mind as rain taps against the windows. At what point does enhancement become replacement? And why does everyone seem so eager to find out? The time moves forward, and you now work as a behavioral researcher studying the enhanced generation as they enter adolescence. It's 2055, and the rain outside your laboratory window has become a familiar companion to increasingly disturbing discoveries. These teenagers aren't just different, they're fundamentally other. You're analyzing communication patterns when you first notice it. The enhanced teens have developed what can only be described as a secondary language. Not words or gestures, but something subtler. Micro-expressions, breathing patterns, even pheromone releases that allow them to convey complex information instantly. Natural humans can't perceive these signals, let alone interpret them. It's like watching a different species communicate. Your research partner, Dr. Kim, observes. Rain drumming against the one-way observation window. They share information at speeds that should be impossible for human cognition. You watch 15-year-old Marcus Chen, one of the first enhanced children you documented as a baby, coordinate a group project with 5 other enhanced students. Without speaking, they divide tasks, assign roles, and execute a complex chemistry experiment in perfect synchronization. When their natural classmates try to join, the enhanced teens slow down dramatically, speaking in oversimplified terms as if addressing small children. The social segregation has become complete. Enhanced teens attend the same schools as natural teens, but they exist in parallel universes. They sit together, study together, and socialize exclusively with their own kind. Natural teens have become invisible to them, present, but irrelevant. You review the psychological evaluations, while rain creates its steady background rhythm. Enhanced teens score off the charts in intelligence and problem-solving, but their empathy scores toward natural humans have dropped to near zero. They show normal emotional responses to other enhanced individuals, but they regard natural humans with the same emotional detachment most people feel toward insects. They're not cruel, you note in your report. listening to the rain's hypnotic pattern. They simply don't register natural humans as beings worthy of significant emotional consideration. The implications are staggering. Enhanced teens help each other with homework, but ignore when natural students struggle. They share resources freely among themselves, but show no inclination to include natural peers. They're developing their own cultural references, their own humor, their own values, that increasingly exclude natural human perspectives. During lunch observations, you watch enhanced student Sarah Martinez explain a concept to her natural classmate, Jenny. Sarah's tone is patient but condescending, the way an adult might explain something to a very young child. Jenny clearly senses the condescension, but can't articulate why the interaction feels wrong. The enhanced teens have also begun displaying physical changes that weren't part of their original modifications. Their reflexes are faster, their coordination more precise, their sensory perception noticeably sharper. Marcus can hear conversations from across the cafeteria, while the rain patters outside. Sarah's night vision allows her to navigate in darkness that would blind natural humans. Evolution doesn't wait for permission, Dr. Kim mentions during your daily briefing, rain providing a calming backdrop to unsettling data. These modifications appear to be self-improving, developing capabilities beyond their original programming. You think about your own teenage daughter, struggling to fit in with enhanced classmates who barely acknowledge her existence. She comes home increasingly isolated, spending hours online in natural human-only forums where she can interact with others who understand her obsolescence. The enhanced teens talk about their futures with casual confidence that chills you. They discuss careers, relationships, and life goals that assume natural humans will continue their slide toward irrelevance. They're planning a world designed by and for enhanced individuals, with natural humans relegated to what exactly? As rain continues its persistent rhythm outside your window, you realize you're documenting the emergence of a new species, one that views your daughter, yourself, and all natural humans as evolutionary artifacts. The scariest part isn't their superiority, it's their complete indifference to your continued existence. The time continues, and you now find yourself in 2058, working as a linguistics professor studying what experts reluctantly call enhanced communication protocols. The rain outside your university office has witnessed 3 years of increasingly sophisticated development in how the enhanced generation talks to each other, and more disturbingly, how they've stopped talking to you. You're reviewing audio recordings of enhanced college students when the pattern becomes undeniable. They've developed a communication system that operates on multiple levels simultaneously. Surface conversation for any natural humans present, subliminal information exchange through micro-expressions and breathing patterns, and what appears to be direct biochemical signaling through controlled pheromone release. Professor Williams, your enhanced student Alex Chen addresses you during office hours, rain creating its familiar soundtrack. I wanted to discuss the assignment parameters, but while speaking to you, Alex is simultaneously conveying complex information to 2 other enhanced students across the hallway using barely perceptible facial muscle movements. You know this because you've been recording everything. The enhanced students have essentially created a 3-tier communication system. Tier 1, basic verbal communication for natural humans. Tier 2, rapid visual and auditory micro-signals for medium complexity information. Tier 3, biochemical and electromagnetic field manipulation for their most sophisticated exchanges. You watch security footage of enhanced students in the library, rain pattering against the windows. They appear to be studying quietly, but electromagnetic sensors reveal they're generating coordinated brainwave patterns that suggest active information sharing. They're literally networking their minds while maintaining the pretense of individual study. It's like they're becoming a collective intelligence, your research assistant Maria observes, natural like yourself, and increasingly uncomfortable with the implications. They maintain individual personalities, but they can share knowledge and decision-making processes in real time. The social consequences are devastating for natural students. Enhanced students organize parties, study groups, and social events using their subliminal communication channels. Natural students never receive invitations because they literally cannot perceive when plans are being made. You watch natural students sitting alone in cafeterias, while enhanced students coordinate elaborate social gatherings happening around them invisibly. During faculty meetings, enhanced professors exhibit the same behavior. Dr. Sarah Chen, now department head, conducts official business with natural faculty while simultaneously sharing complex academic theories with enhanced colleagues through their parallel communication system. The rain outside seems to mock your growing irrelevance. You document how enhanced students have begun using their communication abilities to manipulate natural humans. They can coordinate responses to create false consensus, present unified fronts that appear spontaneous but are actually orchestrated, and gaslight natural humans by denying communications that occurred on frequencies natural humans cannot detect. Did we discuss changing the assignment deadline? You ask Alex during class. No, professor, we haven't talked about deadlines, Alex responds truthfully, because the discussion happened through pheromone signals while Alex was answering a different question verbally. The enhanced students show increasing frustration when forced to communicate at natural human speeds. You observe them in natural human-only classes, watching their barely concealed impatience as professors and natural students process information at what they clearly consider glacial pace. They've begun requesting enhanced-only sections of courses, claiming they need accelerated learning environments. Your own daughter, now in college, describes the isolation perfectly. It's like being the only person who doesn't speak the language, but nobody admits there is another language. She spends most of her time online in natural human communities, seeking connection with others who share her linguistic limitations. The rain continues as you review the most disturbing development. Enhanced students have begun referring to natural humans using terms that sound respectful, but carry subtly dismissive connotations. Legacy humans, baseline individuals, traditional people, language that positions natural humans as outdated versions rather than simply different. You realize, listening to rain tap against your window, that language shapes reality. The enhanced generation isn't just developing new ways to communicate. They're creating conceptual frameworks that exclude natural humans from meaningful participation. They're talking themselves into seeing you as a separate, lesser species. And the most terrifying part? Their linguistic evolution is accelerating. Each month brings new communication capabilities that further isolate natural humans. Soon, you suspect, they won't bother with Tier 1 communication at all. They'll stop pretending you're worth talking to altogether. The time advances, and you now work as a reproductive biologist in 2060, documenting what the medical community euphemistically calls compatibility challenges. The rain outside the fertility clinic where you conduct research has become witness to the most fundamental separation imaginable. Enhanced humans can no longer reproduce with natural ones. You're analyzing genetic samples when the reality hits you with devastating clarity. The enhanced modifications haven't just changed behavior and communication. They've altered human biology at the chromosomal level. Enhanced individuals now possess 48 chromosomes instead of the traditional 46. And their reproductive cells are completely incompatible with natural human gametes. It's like trying to breed a wolf with a goldfish. Dr. Martinez explains during your morning briefing, rain drumming steadily against the laboratory windows. The genetic structures are too fundamentally different. Any attempted fertilization simply fails at the cellular level. You review case studies of mixed couples, enhanced individuals who fell in love with natural partners before the incompatibility was discovered. Lisa Chen, enhanced, and David Rodriguez, natural, spent 2 years trying to conceive before genetic testing revealed the impossibility. The emotional devastation in their files is heartbreaking. The enhanced community's response to this discovery has been telling. Rather than viewing it as a tragic loss, many enhanced individuals express relief. We're no longer limited by baseline genetics, enhanced geneticist Dr. Sarah Park explains, rain providing ambient sound to her clinical detachment. We can focus our reproductive choices on partners who share our enhanced capabilities. You document how enhanced individuals have begun forming what they call optimization partnerships, romantic relationships based primarily on genetic compatibility and enhancement complementarity. Love, as natural humans understand it, seems increasingly irrelevant to their mating decisions. The clinic where you work now offers compatibility counseling for mixed couples. You sit through sessions where enhanced partners explain to their natural loved ones why their relationship must remain childless. The rain outside seems to weep for these conversations. I love you, enhanced graduate student Marcus tells his natural girlfriend Sarah during one particularly painful session. But I can't sacrifice the genetic future of my offspring for our relationship. Enhanced children need enhanced parents to reach their full potential. Enhanced individuals have begun establishing exclusive dating networks, enhanced-only social clubs, and what amount to genetic breeding programs disguised as romantic compatibility services. They're not just choosing partners anymore. They're curating the next generation with scientific precision. You analyze the data while rain creates its persistent rhythm outside your window. Enhanced individuals show declining romantic interest in natural humans over time. Initial attraction fades as enhanced individuals recognize the fundamental incompatibility extends beyond reproduction into every aspect of relationship dynamics. It's like being romantically attracted to a child, enhanced sociology professor Dr. Kim explains with disturbing matter-of-factness. The intellectual and emotional gap becomes insurmountable once you recognize it exists. The natural human dating pool has effectively shrunk by 30% as enhanced individuals withdraw from mixed relationships. Natural young adults increasingly find themselves competing for partners from a diminishing population of other natural humans, while enhanced individuals enjoy expanding options within their own enhanced community. Your daughter calls you one rainy evening, crying about her breakup with an enhanced boyfriend. He said he cares about me, but I'm not genetically viable for his future plans, she sobs. He said it like he was doing me a favor by explaining. Enhanced communities have begun establishing formal reproduction protocols. Enhanced partners undergo genetic compatibility testing, optimization counseling, and coordinated enhancement planning for their offspring. They approach reproduction like a corporate merger, strategic, calculated, and focused on maximizing enhanced traits in the next generation. The reign continues as you realize what you're documenting isn't just reproductive incompatibility, it's speciation in real time. Two populations that can no longer interbreed, developing separate social structures, communication systems, and breeding practices. You're watching the human species split into two distinct evolutionary paths, and the enhanced population is growing faster, living longer, and increasingly viewing natural humans as genetic dead ends. The rain outside your window seems to mark time until natural humans become an evolutionary footnote in enhanced history books. The time moves forward, and you now work as a corporate whistleblower investigator in 2062. Having discovered what the enhanced corporations have known all along but buried deeper than their offshore accounts. The rain outside your hidden safehouse office has watched you uncover documents that prove the genetic companies predicted the species split decades before it happened and actively accelerated it for profit. You're reviewing classified files stolen from GenePerfect's servers when the conspiracy unfolds before your eyes. Internal memos from 2045, the same year you first noticed unusual behaviors in enhanced children, show corporate executives celebrating the planned obsolescence of baseline humans. They knew the modifications would create reproductive barriers. They designed them that way. Phase 1. Medical justification for genetic intervention. Reads a memo from CEO Jonathan Hayes. Rain drumming against your reinforced windows. Phase 2. Luxury enhancements for competitive advantage. Phase 3. Biological incompatibility ensures market segmentation and prevents dilution of enhanced genetics. You discover marketing strategies specifically designed to encourage enhanced individuals to view natural humans as inferior breeding stock. Corporate psychologists developed advertising campaigns that subtly promoted enhanced superiority while maintaining plausible deniability about discriminatory intentions. The documents reveal how pharmaceutical companies introduce deliberate genetic instabilities into their enhancement packages, modifications that would only stabilize when combined with similar enhancements from the same corporate ecosystem. Enhanced individuals literally cannot reproduce successfully without purchasing compatible genetic packages from the same company that modified their parents. We're not just selling enhancements, explains a recorded board meeting from 2051, Rain providing ironic soundtrack to corporate callousness. We're selling species membership. Enhanced individuals will pay anything to ensure their children remain enhanced, and natural humans will pay everything they have for the chance to join the enhanced population. You uncover how genetic corporations deliberately limited enhancement availability to create scarcity and social pressure. The 3-year waiting lists were artificial. They could have enhanced everyone immediately, but chose to create a genetic aristocracy that would drive demand and increase prices. The files show corporate executives celebrating each milestone in human speciation. When enhanced children developed subliminal communication, GenePerfect threw a party. When reproductive incompatibility was confirmed, stock prices soared. When enhanced individuals began forming exclusive communities, corporate planning shifted to enhanced-only services and products. Natural humans represent a declining market segment, states a strategic planning document you're reading by lamplight, rain tapping against blacked-out windows. Our future revenue depends entirely on the enhanced population. Natural human extinction is not just acceptable, it's profitable. You discover the corporations have been actively sabotaging attempts to bridge the enhanced natural divide. When researchers developed potential compatibility treatments, funding mysteriously disappeared. When ethicists raised concerns about speciation, they found themselves professionally blacklisted. When natural human advocacy groups formed, they faced coordinated legal challenges that bankrupted their organizations. The enhanced corporations have established what amounts to a genetic monopoly. Enhanced individuals must purchase genetic optimization packages for their children from the same companies that enhance them, creating multi-generational customer dependence. Natural humans face increasingly expensive enhancement costs, designed to keep them excluded while generating desperation-driven revenue. You review financial projections that treat natural human extinction as a business opportunity. Corporate models predict that as natural humans become more desperate to enhance themselves and their children, they'll pay premium prices for enhancement packages that may or may not actually work. The companies profit whether the treatments succeed or fail. The reign continues as you document the most chilling discovery. Several genetic corporations have been deliberately introducing genetic vulnerabilities into the natural human population through environmental contamination and food additives. They're making natural humans sicker and less competitive to drive enhancement sales. Market pressure requires product necessity, explains a research memo you're scanning in the lamplight. Natural humans must face genuine disadvantages to justify enhancement costs. Introducing minor genetic deficiencies through environmental vectors creates authentic market demand. Your investigation reveals that the enhanced natural species split wasn't an unintended consequence of genetic enhancement. It was the ultimate business plan. Create two distinct human populations, make one dependent on corporate genetic services, and profit from the planned extinction of the other. As rain drums against your windows, you realize you're not just documenting corporate malfeasance, you're uncovering the most successful genocide in human history, and it's being conducted by accountants and marketing executives who view human speciation as a quarterly earnings opportunity. The time progresses, and you now live in 2065, working as a sociologist, documenting the establishment of what enhanced individuals call optimization communities, segregated cities designed exclusively for enhanced residents. The rain outside your observation post has witnessed the complete social separation you once thought impossible. As enhanced humans build their own civilization while treating natural humans as temporary neighbors in an obsolete world. You're conducting field research in New Geneva, the first fully enhanced city in North America. When the reality of species divergence becomes undeniable, enhanced humans haven't just moved away from natural humans. They've created an entirely separate society with its own government, economy, and social structures that function on principles natural humans cannot even comprehend. The city operates through what enhanced residents call collective efficiency protocols. Every enhanced citizen is connected through their advanced neural networking capabilities, allowing them to coordinate city services, resource distribution, and decision-making in real time. Traffic lights adjust instantly to pedestrian movement. Supply chains respond to demand before shortages occur, and municipal problems solve themselves through instantaneous collective problem-solving. Individual decision-making is inefficient, explains enhanced Mayor Dr. Lisa Park during your interview, rain pattering against the transparent aluminum windows of City Hall. Why debate policy when we can collectively process all relevant data and reach optimal solutions in minutes instead of months? You observe enhanced citizens moving through their daily routines with coordination that borders on choreographic. They share transportation seamlessly, coordinate work schedules to eliminate inefficiency, and organize social activities through subliminal communication that excludes any natural humans who might be visiting the city. The enhanced economy operates on principles that natural human economists struggle to understand. Enhanced individuals share resources based on collective need assessment rather than individual ownership. They've eliminated poverty, unemployment, and waste through real-time coordination of skills, needs, and resources. Money becomes obsolete when you can instantly coordinate optimal resource distribution. Enhanced economist Dr. Marcus Chen explains, while rain creates ambient sound outside his research facility. Why accumulate individual wealth when collective optimization provides superior outcomes for everyone? You document how enhanced communities have established their own educational, healthcare, and entertainment systems. Enhanced children attend schools that operate through direct knowledge transfer rather than traditional instruction. Enhanced medical care focuses on genetic optimization and performance enhancement rather than disease treatment. Enhanced entertainment involves shared experiences that natural humans cannot perceive or participate in. The political system in enhanced communities defies traditional democratic models. Instead of voting, enhanced citizens engage in collective consciousness decision-making where optimal policies emerge through simultaneous analysis of all relevant factors. They reach consensus in minutes on issues that would take natural human governments years to address. Democracy assumes information limitations and individual bias. Enhanced City Councilor Dr. Sarah Martinez tells you, rain drumming steadily outside the council chambers. When you can share perfect information and process it collectively, voting becomes an unnecessary inefficiency. You realize that enhanced communities aren't just segregated, they're evolutionarily advanced. They've developed social, economic, and political systems that function at levels of efficiency impossible for natural human societies. They're not excluding natural humans out of prejudice. They're simply operating at organizational levels where natural human participation would reduce overall effectiveness. The enhanced communities have begun establishing trade relationships exclusively with other enhanced cities. They exchange resources, knowledge, and technologies through their instantaneous communication networks, creating a global enhanced economy that bypasses natural human markets entirely. Your research reveals that enhanced communities view natural human cities as evolutionary museums. Interesting for historical study but irrelevant for contemporary civilization. They maintain minimal contact for research purposes and resource extraction, but they've essentially moved beyond natural human society. The reign continues as you document the most disturbing aspect of enhanced communities. They're expanding rapidly. Enhanced individuals are building new cities, establishing enhanced-only territories, and creating self-sufficient societies that have no need for natural human participation. They're not planning to eliminate natural humans. They're simply building a world where natural humans become irrelevant. As you prepare your final report on enhanced communities, the rain outside seems to echo the sound of a species leaving the rest of humanity behind. The enhanced aren't conquering the world. They're creating a new one and politely declining to invite natural humans along. The time advances further, and you now work as a cognitive assessment specialist in 2067, documenting the expanding intelligence gap between enhanced and natural humans that has reached levels where meaningful communication has become nearly impossible. The rain outside your research facility has watched 3 generations of enhanced individuals develop cognitive abilities that make natural human thinking appear primitive and painfully slow. You're administering cognitive assessments when the magnitude of the intelligence gap becomes staggering. Enhanced individuals now process information at speeds that render natural human conversation frustratingly inefficient. While you ask a question, enhanced subjects have already analyzed 17 possible responses, predicted your likely follow-up questions, and formulated comprehensive answers that address issues you haven't even considered yet. Please solve this puzzle, you tell enhanced test subject Dr. Alex Rivera, presenting a complex logic problem designed to challenge genius-level intellects. Rivera solves it in 4 seconds while simultaneously composing what appears to be a research paper and monitoring 6 different news feeds through their neural interfaces. Professor Williams, Rivera responds with barely concealed impatience, rain providing rhythmic backdrop to your obsolescence. This puzzle operates on single-variable linear logic. Would you like me to demonstrate multidimensional probability cascading instead? You watch enhanced individuals struggle to communicate with natural humans the way adults struggle to explain complex concepts to very young children. They've developed cognitive shortcuts, pattern recognition abilities, and analytical frameworks that process information in ways natural human brains simply cannot follow. During group interviews mixing enhanced and natural subjects, you observe enhanced individuals sharing looks of frustrated resignation as natural humans slowly work through problems they've already solved multiple times over. The enhanced subjects begin having their own subliminal conversations about entirely different topics, while waiting for natural humans to catch up. It's like watching evolution in real time, your natural research assistant Dr. Kim observes, rain drumming against laboratory windows. Enhanced individuals are developing cognitive capabilities that are fundamentally beyond natural human capacity. They're not just smarter, they're operating with different hardware. You document how enhanced individuals have begun avoiding natural human academic and professional environments entirely. Enhanced professors request enhanced-only classes because teaching natural students has become unbearably tedious. Enhanced researchers collaborate exclusively with other enhanced individuals because natural humans slow down project timelines by months or years. The cognitive gap extends beyond processing speed into fundamental thinking patterns. Enhanced individuals approach problems through multidimensional analysis that considers variables natural humans cannot even perceive. They solve challenges by identifying solutions natural humans wouldn't discover in lifetimes of effort. Natural human cognition is linear and limited. Enhanced cognitive scientist Dr. Sarah Park explains during your interview, RAIN creating steady background rhythm. Enhanced thinking operates through parallel processing cascades that generate solutions faster than natural brains can formulate questions. You observe enhanced children, now in their teens, displaying cognitive abilities that surpass the greatest natural human geniuses in history. They casually solve mathematical theorems, compose symphonies, and design technological innovations, while carrying on conversations about topics that require advanced degrees for natural humans to understand. The enhanced community has established separate educational institutions, not out of snobbery, but out of practical necessity. Enhanced children become bored and frustrated in natural human schools, where they're forced to learn at what they consider remedial pace. Natural human teachers cannot keep up with enhanced students who absorb entire curricula in days rather than years. We don't mean to be condescending, enhanced education specialist Dr. Marcus Chen tells you, rain pattering against his office windows. But trying to learn alongside natural students is like asking college professors to attend kindergarten classes. It's not beneficial for anyone involved. You realize the intelligence gap has created what amounts to cognitive speciation. Enhanced individuals live in a reality of possibilities, connections, and solutions that remain invisible to natural human perception. They're not choosing to exclude natural humans from intellectual discourse. Natural humans simply cannot participate meaningfully. As rain continues its steady rhythm outside your research facility, you document the final, most disturbing discovery. Enhanced individuals are becoming cognitively isolated even from each other. Their intelligence continues expanding at exponential rates, creating subgroups within enhanced communities based on cognitive capability levels. The enhanced are evolving past not just natural humans, but past their own earlier generations, and they're leaving everyone else behind in ways that make communication, cooperation, and coexistence increasingly impossible. The time moves forward, and you now work as a biological anthropologist in 2069, documenting physical transformations in enhanced humans that have fundamentally altered what the human body can be. The rain outside your research laboratory has witnessed enhanced individuals developing new organs, sensory capabilities, and biological functions that make natural human physiology appear as primitive as our ancestors who lived in caves. You're conducting physiological examinations when the extent of enhanced biological evolution becomes undeniable. Enhanced individuals have developed secondary neural networks that run parallel to their original nervous systems, essentially giving them backup brains that process different types of information simultaneously. Their cardiovascular systems have adapted to supply these additional neural tissues, creating circulation patterns that don't exist in natural human anatomy. Enhanced physiology is no longer recognizably human, you note in your research journal, while rain drums against the laboratory windows. They've developed biological capabilities that represent a completely different approach to mammalian existence. You document enhanced individuals who have grown additional organs that serve functions natural humans cannot even comprehend. Dr. Sarah Martinez, an enhanced subject in her 20s, has developed what appears to be an electromagnetic field generation organ located near her heart that allows her to interface directly with electronic devices and communicate with other enhanced individuals through bioelectric signals. It's not something we planned, Dr. Martinez explains during her examination, rain providing calming background sound to revolutionary biology. Our bodies adapted to our enhanced capabilities by developing new structures to support them. We're essentially watching guided evolution in real time. Enhanced individuals now possess sensory capabilities that border on science fiction. They can see electromagnetic spectrums invisible to natural humans, hear sound frequencies that extend far beyond natural human range, and detect chemical signatures in the air that provide information about people's health, emotional states, and genetic makeup. You observe enhanced subject Dr. Alex Chen examining a room and instantly identifying the medical conditions, recent activities, and emotional states of everyone present through enhanced olfactory analysis. Natural humans leave chemical trails that tell complete stories about their lives, Chen explains matter-of-factly. The physical differences extend to basic biological functions. Enhanced individuals require different nutrition, process toxins more efficiently, and have immune systems that treat natural human diseases as minor inconveniences. Their healing rates have accelerated to the point where injuries that would disable natural humans for weeks resolve in days. We metabolize food differently. sleep in different patterns, and respond to environmental stresses in ways that would be impossible for natural human physiology. Enhanced biologist Dr. Lisa Park tells you during your interview, rain creating rhythmic backdrop to species divergence. We're not just genetically modified humans anymore. We're something entirely new. You document enhanced individuals developing specialized bone density that makes them significantly stronger while remaining lightweight. Muscle fiber arrangements that provide capabilities impossible for natural human athletes. And respiratory systems that extract oxygen more efficiently from increasingly polluted environments. The enhanced have begun developing what can only be described as hibernation capabilities. They can slow their metabolism dramatically during periods when enhanced community resources need conservation, essentially becoming dormant for weeks while maintaining full consciousness and cognitive function. Natural human biology is inefficient and wasteful. Enhanced physiologist Dr. Marcus Rivera explains while you document his cardiovascular adaptations. Enhanced bodies optimize resource utilization in ways that natural evolution never achieved. You realize enhanced individuals are developing biological solutions to environmental challenges that natural humans cannot survive. They're adapting to climate change, pollution, and resource scarcity through physical evolution that's happening within single lifetimes, rather than across millennia. The reign continues as you document the most significant change. Enhanced individuals are developing reproductive systems that differ fundamentally from natural human biology. They can control fertility consciously, modify genetic expression in real time, and coordinate reproductive timing through their bioelectric communication networks. Enhanced children are born with capabilities that surpass their parents, representing accelerating biological evolution that compounds with each generation. They're not just a new species. They're a species that evolves continuously, adapting to challenges and opportunities faster than natural selection ever could. As you complete your documentation while rain patters against laboratory windows, you realize you're studying the emergence of post-human biology. Enhanced individuals haven't just modified their genetics. They've transcended the biological limitations that define human existence. And natural humans, with their fixed biology and evolutionary constraints, are becoming living fossils in a world designed for beings who can rewrite their own physical reality. The time advances, and you now work as a social integration specialist in 2071, documenting the reality that natural humans have become a minority population, living in a world designed by and for enhanced beings, who no longer consider them equals. The rain outside your small office in what used to be downtown Boston has watched natural humans transform from the dominant species into what amounts to a protected but irrelevant population in their own world. You're analyzing demographic data when the scope of natural human marginalization becomes statistically undeniable. Enhanced individuals now comprise 68% of the global population, control 87% of economic resources, and occupy 93% of leadership positions in government, technology, and scientific institutions. Natural humans have become a demographic footnote in enhanced civilization. We're not being eliminated, you write in your daily report, while rain creates its familiar rhythm against your window. We're being managed. Enhanced society treats natural humans the way we once treated endangered species, with benevolent concern, but fundamental indifference to our perspectives or preferences. You document how enhanced individuals have redesigned human civilization to optimize for their capabilities while maintaining basic accommodation for natural human limitations. Public transportation operates through neural interfaces that enhanced individuals use effortlessly, but natural humans must rely on increasingly outdated manual controls that enhanced society maintains, like wheelchair accessibility, necessary but secondary. Enhanced urban planning creates cities that function perfectly for beings with their sensory capabilities, communication methods, and cognitive processing speeds. Natural humans navigate these environments like tourists in foreign countries, able to survive but unable to truly participate in the sophisticated systems operating around them. It's like being a child in an adult world, your natural colleague Dr. Jennifer Walsh observes during your weekly meeting, rain drumming against the windows of what has become an exclusively natural human research facility. Enhanced society accommodates our presence but doesn't design anything with our capabilities in mind. You study employment patterns and discover that natural humans increasingly work in service positions supporting enhanced society, maintaining legacy systems, providing manual labor, and performing tasks that enhanced individuals consider beneath their capabilities. Natural humans have become the working class in a civilization they no longer influence or control. Enhanced individuals express genuine concern for natural human welfare, but their solutions reflect the same paternalistic attitude historical societies showed toward groups they considered developmentally inferior. They provide natural humans with basic resources, healthcare, and education, while making decisions about natural human futures without meaningful natural human input. We want to ensure natural humans remain comfortable during this transition period, Enhanced Social Planning Director Dr. Sarah Chen explains during your interview, rain providing ambient sound to species hierarchy. Their perspectives, while limited, still have historical value for understanding human development. You document how enhanced children learn about natural humans, the way previous generations learned about historical civilizations, as interesting subjects for academic study, rather than as contemporaries worthy of direct engagement. Enhanced schools include natural human studies courses that treat your species as a living museum exhibit. The Enhanced have established what they call heritage districts, areas where natural humans can maintain traditional human lifestyles, while enhanced society operates around them. These districts receive enhanced support and protection, but natural residents have no influence over the enhanced policies that govern the larger world they inhabit. It's well-intentioned apartheid, you note in your research, rain tapping against windows of your heritage district office. Enhanced society has created comfortable reservations for natural humans while assuming control of civilization itself. Natural human political movements demanding equality face the same challenges indigenous populations historically encountered when confronting technologically superior societies. Enhanced individuals listen politely to natural human concerns. While making decisions based on capabilities and perspectives, natural humans cannot understand or meaningfully challenge. You realize that natural humans retain the illusion of participation in enhanced society, while exercising no actual influence over their circumstances. Enhanced individuals include natural humans in consultative roles, the way environmental organizations might include representatives from affected wildlife populations. Symbolically important, but practically powerless. The rain continues as you document how enhanced society has begun making long-term plans that assume natural human population decline and eventual irrelevance. Enhanced urban development, resource allocation, and technological advancement operate on timelines that treat natural humans as a temporary consideration rather than a permanent population requiring ongoing accommodation. As you complete your daily observations while rain provides its steady soundtrack, you understand that you're documenting the final phase of natural human relevance. Enhanced society has moved beyond needing natural human labor, perspectives, or participation. They maintain natural human populations out of historical nostalgia and ethical obligation, but they're building a future where natural humans have no necessary role to play. The time progresses to 2073, and you now work as a political observer, documenting what enhanced individuals call the Optimization Declaration, the day enhanced humans officially separated from natural humanity by establishing their own sovereign territories and governance systems. The rain outside the former United Nations building has witnessed the most significant political realignment in human history, as enhanced beings formally declared their independence from natural human authority. You're present in the Assembly Hall when Enhanced Prime Coordinator Dr. Lisa Park addresses both enhanced and natural human representatives for the final time as members of the same political entity. The rain drums against the historic windows, while she delivers a speech that will divide human civilization permanently. We have reached the point where enhanced and natural human needs, capabilities, and objectives have diverged beyond the possibility of unified governance, Dr. Park announces, her words carrying the weight of species separation. Enhanced individuals require political systems that can operate at the speed of enhanced cognition and decision-making. Natural human democratic processes, while historically significant, can no longer accommodate our governance requirements. You watch natural human representatives struggle to comprehend the implications, while enhanced delegates communicate simultaneously through their subliminal networks, reaching consensus on complex constitutional frameworks, while Dr. Park continues her surface-level presentation for natural human consumption. The Enhanced Declaration of Autonomous Governance establishes sovereign enhanced territories with independent economic systems, legal frameworks, and international relations. Enhanced communities worldwide simultaneously declare their withdrawal from natural human political authority, creating a parallel civilization with superior technological and organizational capabilities. This is not conquest or conflict, Enhanced Foreign Relations Director Dr. Marcus Chen explains during the press conference, Rain providing ironic accompaniment to the end of human political unity. This is recognition that enhanced and natural humans have evolved different needs that require different governmental approaches. We remain committed to peaceful coexistence and mutually beneficial relationships. You document how enhanced territories immediately establish governance systems that operate through collective consciousness decision-making rather than representative democracy. Enhanced citizens participate in real-time policy development through their neural networks, reaching optimal decisions in minutes while natural human governments require months of debate to address similar issues. Enhanced economic independence becomes immediate and total. Enhanced territories control advanced manufacturing, cutting-edge technology, and sustainable resource systems that make them completely self-sufficient. Natural human economies suddenly find themselves dependent on enhanced trade agreements for access to technologies they cannot produce themselves. Enhanced governance operates through optimization protocols rather than political compromise. Enhanced Constitutional Council Chair, Dr. Sarah Martinez explains while Rain creates steady background rhythm. We can address challenges through collective intelligence analysis rather than the inefficient debate processes that characterize natural human democracy. You observe natural human governments struggling to respond to enhanced separation. Natural human leaders attempt to negotiate mutual defense treaties, trade agreements, and diplomatic protocols with enhanced territories that view such arrangements as temporary accommodations rather than permanent partnerships. Enhanced territories establish immigration policies that effectively create one-way movement from natural to enhanced populations. Natural humans can apply for enhancement and eventual enhanced citizenship, but enhanced individuals show no interest in relocating to natural human territories with their technological limitations and inefficient governance systems. We welcome natural humans who choose enhancement and integration into enhanced society, Enhanced Immigration Director Dr. Alex Rivera states during policy announcements. However, enhanced individuals have no practical reason to restrict themselves to natural human technological and organizational limitations. The enhanced establish their own international relations exclusively with other enhanced territories, creating a global enhanced alliance that coordinates resource sharing, technological development, and long-term species planning. Natural human nations find themselves excluded from enhanced diplomatic networks and increasingly irrelevant to enhanced strategic considerations. You realize that enhanced political independence represents more than governmental separation. It establishes enhanced humans as the dominant civilization on Earth. Enhanced territories control the most productive land, advanced technology, and sophisticated infrastructure, while natural human nations maintain control over increasingly obsolete systems and declining populations. The reign continues as you document how natural human governments attempt to maintain relevance through international cooperation and resource pooling. But they're essentially forming alliances between obsolete civilizations, while enhanced territories develop capabilities that render natural human political power meaningless. As enhanced territories establish their new world order while reign provides soundtrack to human political evolution, you understand you're witnessing the end of natural human sovereignty. Enhanced beings haven't conquered natural humanity. They've simply outgrown the need for natural human permission to govern themselves. The time moves to 2075, and you now live as a resident of Heritage Preserve North America, one of several designated territories where natural humans maintain traditional lifestyles under enhanced protection and management. The reign outside your assigned housing unit has watched natural humans transition from independent citizens to managed populations living in what amounts to well-funded human zoos designed by enhanced caretakers who view your preservation as an ethical obligation. You're reviewing your daily resource allocation when the reality of managed existence becomes undeniably clear. Enhanced administrators provide natural humans with comfortable housing, nutritious food, healthcare, and recreational facilities while making every significant decision about natural human community organization, resource distribution, and future planning without meaningful natural human input. Natural human preserve regulations ensure optimal living conditions while maintaining authentic traditional human cultural patterns, explains Enhanced Preserve Administrator Dr. Sarah Chen during the monthly community briefing, rain drumming against the community center windows. We've studied historical human settlements to recreate environments that support natural human psychological and social well-being. You observe how enhanced administrators have designed natural human communities to maximize traditional human social behaviors while minimizing the stress of trying to compete in enhanced civilization. Natural humans work in craft industries, maintain historical cultural practices, and engage in recreational activities that enhanced observers study as examples of baseline human behavioral patterns. The preserve operates through what enhanced administrators call authentic human experience protocols. Natural humans receive education about pre-enhancement human history, participate in traditional human governance through local councils that manage community social activities, and maintain human cultural traditions that enhanced society considers historically significant. We want natural humans to experience the fullness of traditional human life without the stress of trying to adapt to enhanced civilization. Enhanced cultural preservation specialist Dr. Lisa Park explains while RAIN creates ambient soundtrack to managed obsolescence. Natural humans are happiest when they can live according to their authentic capabilities and limitations. You document daily life in the preserve, where natural humans wake to enhanced managed schedules, work in enhanced supervised activities, and participate in enhanced organized social events designed to maintain natural human mental health and community cohesion. Every aspect of preserve life reflects enhanced understanding of natural human needs rather than natural human preferences or choices. Enhanced medical care in the preserve focuses on maintaining natural human health without enhancement, treating natural humans like valuable historical artifacts that require careful preservation. Enhanced medical staff study natural human biology, psychology, and social behavior while providing care that keeps natural humans comfortable but fundamentally unchanged. Natural humans represent invaluable data about baseline human existence. Enhanced Medical Research Director Dr. Marcus Rivera tells you during your annual health assessment, rain pattering against medical facility windows. Preserving natural human populations allows us to study our own evolutionary origins and maintain genetic diversity for future research purposes. The preserve includes natural human schools, where children learn traditional human knowledge and skills, while enhanced observers document natural human learning patterns, social development, and cultural transmission. Natural human children grow up knowing they're living in a protected environment, designed by superior beings for their maintenance and study. You realize that enhanced society views natural human preserves the way previous human civilizations viewed national parks. Protected spaces where historical life forms can exist safely, while the dominant civilization develops beyond their capabilities. Natural humans have become living museum exhibits, maintained for their educational and research value. Enhanced tourists occasionally visit natural human preserves to observe traditional human behaviors, social structures, and cultural practices. They watch natural humans live their daily lives with the same academic interest previous generations showed when visiting historical villages or cultural heritage sites. Preserve populations provide enhanced children with opportunities to observe authentic human social dynamics. Enhanced Educational Tour Coordinator Dr. Alex Chen explains while RAIN creates steady background to species tourism. Understanding natural human behavior helps enhanced individuals appreciate their own evolutionary advancement. The RAIN continues as you document how natural humans in preserves maintain the illusion of self-determination while living under complete enhanced management. Natural human preserve councils make decisions about community gardens, recreational activities, and social events, while enhanced administrators determine population limits, resource allocation, and long-term preserve development. As you complete your observations while RAIN provides its familiar rhythm, you understand that natural humans have achieved what enhanced society considers the best possible outcome for an obsolete species: comfortable, protected existence as living representatives of human evolutionary history. And the most disturbing part is how genuinely caring and well-intentioned your enhanced caretakers remain throughout your managed decline into historical irrelevance. The time advances to 2077. And you now work as an archivist documenting what enhanced administrators call the Natural Human Conservation Project, a comprehensive program designed to preserve natural human genetics, culture, and knowledge for future enhanced research, while managing the inevitable extinction of natural humans as an independent species. The RAIN outside the Heritage Documentation Center has witnessed enhanced society implement the most benevolent genocide in human history, conducted with scientific precision and genuine ethical concern. You're cataloging natural human cultural artifacts when the full scope of enhanced conservation efforts becomes clear. Enhanced scientists are systematically documenting every aspect of natural human existence: language patterns, social behaviors, artistic expressions, problem-solving methods, and emotional responses, creating comprehensive archives of baseline human experience before natural humans disappear entirely. Natural humans represent the foundation of enhanced evolution, explains Enhanced Conservation Director Dr. Lisa Martinez during your orientation. Rain drumming against the archive facility windows. Preserving comprehensive records of natural human capabilities allows future enhanced generations to understand their origins and maintain genetic diversity through controlled breeding programs. You document how enhanced society has established genetic preservation protocols that maintain natural human DNA samples, reproductive materials, and breeding stock to ensure natural human genetics remain available for future enhanced research and potential recreation of natural human populations when scientifically useful. Enhanced scientists study natural human breeding patterns, child-rearing practices, and social development with the same systematic approach previous human researchers used to study endangered animal species. They're creating detailed behavioral maps of natural human psychology, culture, and biology before these patterns disappear through population decline and enhanced integration. Natural human extinction is inevitable, but we can ensure their genetic and cultural legacy survives for future enhanced generations to study. Enhanced genetic conservation specialist Dr. Sarah Park tells you, while Rain provides backdrop to species preservation. Controlled conservation allows us to maintain natural human resources, while minimizing the suffering associated with unsuccessful attempts at enhanced integration. You observe enhanced society managing natural human population decline through what they call compassionate transition protocols. Young natural humans receive counseling about enhancement options. Elderly natural humans receive enhanced end-of-life care, and natural human communities receive support during their gradual dissolution through death and enhanced conversion. Enhanced administrators have calculated optimal natural human population levels for maintaining genetic diversity while minimizing resource allocation toward obsolete populations. They manage natural human reproduction through enhanced fertility clinics that ensure healthy natural human offspring while preventing unsustainable population growth. Natural human conservation requires balancing preservation needs with resource efficiency. Enhanced Population Management Director Dr. Marcus Chen explains during policy briefings. Rain creating steady rhythm outside administrative offices. We maintain sufficient natural human populations for research purposes, while preventing the resource waste associated with larger obsolete populations. The Enhanced have established natural human cultural performance centers, where natural humans demonstrate traditional human activities, social interactions, and problem-solving approaches for enhanced educational programs. Natural humans perform their own cultural practices like living exhibits in enhanced educational institutions. You document how enhanced children visit natural human conservation facilities to observe authentic human behavior, learning about their evolutionary origins through direct interaction with preserved natural human populations. Enhanced students study natural humans the way previous human students studied historical civilizations through archaeological artifacts. Natural humans provide enhanced children with understanding of pre-enhancement limitations and capabilities. Enhanced Education Coordinator Dr. Alex Rivera explains, while Rain drums against educational facility windows. Observing natural human problem-solving helps enhanced individuals appreciate their own cognitive advancement. Enhanced Society has begun establishing final-generation protocols for natural human populations that choose not to enhance. These programs provide natural humans with comfortable final years, while ensuring their genetic material, cultural knowledge, and behavioral patterns are thoroughly documented before their deaths. You realize that enhanced conservation efforts represent the most thorough and compassionate species preservation program ever implemented. Enhanced Society is ensuring natural human extinction occurs with minimal suffering, while maximizing the preservation of natural human legacy for future enhanced research and education. The Rain continues as you catalog the final artifacts of natural human independence. Governmental documents, artistic works, scientific achievements, and cultural expressions created before Enhanced Society assumed responsibility for natural human welfare and eventual preservation. As you complete your archival work while Rain provides its persistent soundtrack, you understand that you're documenting the closing chapters of natural human existence as an independent species. Enhanced Society has achieved what they consider the optimal outcome for natural humans. thorough preservation of natural human legacy, combined with gentle management of natural human extinction. The time reaches 2079, and you now serve as a counselor for what Enhanced Society calls final choice consultations. Sessions where the last generation of natural humans decides whether to accept enhancement and join enhanced civilization, or remain natural and live out their final years in preservation communities. The rain outside the Transition Counseling Center has watched the final natural humans face the choice between extinction and evolutionary abandonment of their humanity. You're conducting consultations with natural human families when the emotional weight of species ending becomes overwhelming. Parents must decide whether to enhance their children and sacrifice their natural human identity, or allow their children to remain natural and accept that their genetic line will end with them. "I don't want my daughter to become something I can't understand," explains Maria Rodriguez, a 35-year-old natural human mother, while rain creates melancholy backdrop to impossible choices. "But I also can't condemn her to obsolescence in a world that no longer has room for people like us." You document how enhanced counselors approach these sessions with genuine compassion while fundamentally unable to understand natural human emotional attachment to their unmodified state. Enhanced beings view natural human resistance to enhancement the way previous generations might have viewed someone choosing preventable death over life-saving medical treatment. Enhancement preserves everything valuable about human experience while eliminating the limitations that cause natural human suffering. Enhanced Transition Counselor Dr. Sarah Chen explains with sincere concern. Natural humans who choose enhancement don't lose their identity. They transcend their limitations and join enhanced civilization as equals. Young natural humans face the most difficult decisions. Teenagers must choose between accepting enhancement to participate in the dominant civilization or remaining natural and spending their lives as living museum pieces in preservation communities. Most choose enhancement, severing the final connections between natural human families and their evolutionary future. "I want to understand what my enhanced friends are thinking and feeling," 18-year-old natural human Jessica Park tells you during her consultation. Rain drumming against counseling room windows. "I'm tired of being the only person who can't keep up with conversations, technology, or social relationships. Enhancement feels like joining the world instead of watching it from the outside." You observe the grief Enhanced Society experiences as natural humans choose extinction over integration. Enhanced individuals genuinely mourn the loss of natural human perspectives and worry about losing genetic diversity and cultural heritage as natural human populations decline toward zero. Enhanced Society has established heritage family programs that provide enhanced support for natural humans who choose to remain unmodified. These families receive premium care, cultural preservation resources, and genetic banking services to ensure their natural human legacy survives even if they choose not to enhance themselves. Natural humans who remain unmodified represent invaluable cultural and genetic resources. Enhanced Heritage Program Director, Dr. Lisa Martinez explains while rain provides ambient sound to species preservation. "We ensure their final years include dignity, comfort, and comprehensive documentation of their unique perspectives and experiences." You document how natural human communities have split between families choosing enhancement and families choosing natural preservation. Enhanced family members maintain loving relationships with their natural relatives, while becoming cognitively and socially incompatible with them within months of enhancement completion. "I still love my parents, but talking to them has become like trying to have philosophical discussions with small children." Enhanced daughter Dr. Marcus Rivera tells you about his relationship with his natural human parents. "I want to maintain our emotional connection, but our intellectual and social compatibility disappeared completely after my enhancement. The enhanced have created transition celebration ceremonies for natural humans choosing enhancement, treating the transformation as graduation into enhanced civilization, rather than abandonment of natural humanity. Enhanced communities welcome new enhanced individuals, while natural human communities mourn the loss of their members to evolutionary advancement. You realize that you're counseling the final generation of natural humans through the end of their species. Within 20 years, natural humans will exist only in preservation communities or as enhanced individuals who retain genetic but not cultural connection to natural humanity. The rain continues as you document how natural human extinction approaches not through violence or neglect, but through the irresistible appeal of enhancement combined with the practical impossibility of maintaining natural human communities in enhanced civilization. As you complete your final consultations while rain provides its eternal soundtrack, you understand that you're witnessing the most gentle and voluntary extinction in evolutionary history. Natural humans are choosing to become something else rather than choosing to die, but the result remains the same: the end of natural humanity as an independent species. The time concludes in 2081, and you now work as the final director of the Natural Human Heritage Museum, the last institution dedicated to preserving the memory of natural humanity for enhanced visitors who come to study their evolutionary origins. The rain outside your office window has watched the completion of the most successful species transition in planetary history, as the final natural humans live out their days as living exhibits in their own memorial. You're preparing the museum's final expansion when you realize you're documenting the end of your own species from the inside. The museum houses artifacts, recordings, and interactive displays that explain natural human culture, biology, and achievements to enhanced visitors who regard natural humanity with the same academic interest previous humans showed toward Neanderthals or other extinct evolutionary cousins. Natural humans represent a crucial phase in enhanced evolution, explains Enhanced Museum curator Dr. Alex Chen, one of your enhanced colleagues who helps interpret natural human history for enhanced visitors. Understanding natural human limitations and achievements helps enhanced individuals appreciate their own capabilities and responsibilities as the inheritors of human civilization. You observe enhanced families bringing their children to the museum to learn about their pre-enhancement ancestors. Enhanced children study natural human artifacts with curiosity but no identification, viewing natural human tools, art, and technology as primitive but interesting examples of what intelligence looked like before enhancement made such limitations unnecessary. The museum's Living History section houses the final community of natural humans who chose preservation over enhancement. These volunteers demonstrate natural human daily life, social interactions, and problem-solving approaches for enhanced visitors who observe them through transparent barriers designed to prevent contamination or interference. Natural humans in the Living History section provide enhanced children with authentic examples of baseline human behavior. Enhanced Educational Program Director Dr. Sarah Martinez explains, while rain drums against museum windows. Observing natural human social dynamics helps enhanced individuals understand their own evolutionary advancement. You document how enhanced visitors react to natural human exhibits with mixture of fascination and pity. They appreciate natural human creativity and resilience while recognizing the fundamental limitations that made natural human enhancement or extinction inevitable. Enhanced children ask questions about natural human cognitive limitations the way previous human children asked about dinosaur extinction. The museum includes comprehensive archives of natural human achievements, art, literature, scientific discoveries, and cultural innovations created during the brief period when natural humans dominated planetary civilization. Enhanced scholars study these artifacts to understand the creative processes that operated within natural human cognitive constraints. Natural human achievements demonstrate remarkable innovation, despite severe biological and intellectual limitations. Enhanced cultural historian Dr. Lisa Park tells enhanced museum visitors during guided tours. Natural humans accomplished extraordinary things considering their technological and cognitive restrictions. You realize that enhanced society views natural human civilization as a successful intermediate step in planetary evolution, rather than a tragedy. Enhanced individuals appreciate natural human contributions while regarding natural human extinction as necessary progress toward more sophisticated forms of consciousness and social organization. The final natural humans in the Living History section express mixed emotions about their role as living museum exhibits. Some find meaning in preserving natural human legacy for future enhanced generations. Others struggle with the loneliness of being the last representatives of their species performing their own extinction for educational entertainment. I want enhanced children to understand that natural humans were real people with genuine emotions and meaningful lives, explains Dr. Jennifer Walsh, one of the final natural human volunteers, rain providing backdrop to species epilogue. We weren't just primitive versions of enhanced individuals. We were complete human beings who created beautiful things despite our limitations. Enhanced society has established permanent endowments to maintain the Natural Human Heritage Museum indefinitely. Enhanced civilization treats natural human preservation as both educational resource and ethical obligation, ensuring future enhanced generations will remember their evolutionary origins and the species that made enhanced existence possible. The rain continues as you complete the final exhibits, documenting natural human extinction through voluntary enhancement and managed preservation. You're creating the definitive record of natural humanity for enhanced beings who will study your species the way paleontologists study evolutionary history. As you prepare your final report while rain provides its eternal soundtrack, you understand that you're concluding the most successful species transition in evolutionary history. Natural humans didn't disappear through violence or environmental catastrophe. They chose to become something better, leaving behind only memories and museum exhibits to mark their passage through planetary history. And perhaps, as the gentle rain continues to fall outside your window, that represents the most human ending possible, choosing hope over survival and evolution over extinction. As our journey through this future comes to an end, let the sound of gentle rain wash away the tension of what we've explored together. You've witnessed humanity's transformation not through conquest or catastrophe, but through choice and evolution. The rain outside your window tonight sounds different now, doesn't it? Perhaps it carries echoes of possibilities, of futures that might unfold in ways we cannot yet imagine. Take a deep breath and let your thoughts settle like raindrops finding their way to earth. The story we've shared was about change, about the beautiful and terrifying ways intelligence might evolve beyond our current understanding. But here, in this moment, with rain gently falling and your thoughts beginning to drift, you can find peace in the present. The enhanced humans in our story weren't villains. They were us, choosing to become more than human limitations allowed. Their world wasn't dystopian. It was simply beyond natural human comprehension. And perhaps that's the most profound realization of all, that intelligence might grow in directions we cannot predict or control, but that growth comes from our own choices, our own hopes, our own desire to transcend our limitations. Let the rain's rhythm slow your breathing. Feel your eyelids growing heavy. The future remains unwritten, and tonight belongs to rest, to dreams, and to the gentle sound of rain that connects all possible tomorrows to this peaceful moment. The tension melts away, the questions fade into calm, and consciousness drifts gently towards sleep, like rain returning to the earth, natural and necessary and serene. Sweet dreams, and remember, evolution is just another word for hope.